G'day guys, I'm here with Jacob Bryant from Jasper, Georgia. How are you?
Great, how about you?
Good, thank you. So I understand that when you grew up, your music started first from like a gospel kind of background.
Yeah, my grandparents had a bluegrass band, and we sat on the porch and played gospel and hymns and bluegrass and whatever, and then that stemmed into, I guess the first time I ever sang in public was in my church. I was a praise and worship leader when I was 15 or 16.
So how much does your faith influence your music?
A lot. I still like beer though.
Yeah, I think God would like you.
Hopefully.
There'll be beer at the pearly gates for sure.
Hopefully.
So you've just released your single Rain. Prior to that, 2014 saw you release your self-titled album, and then you had Through the Windshield as your second,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're about to release your next EP or album,
Called
A Woman's Touch.
A Woman's Touch, yeah.
How has your music developed since the first one?
I've been through a lot since the first one. My first EP was just us kind of trying to put some product out. We didn't have anything to show my fans. I mean, I had a built-in fan base in Georgia, and a couple, surrounding counties or whatever around my hometown, and we just needed something to give them, so we kind of rushed and put something out. Didn't put a whole lot of thought or anything into that first EP, and then Through the Windshield thing, I had time to write and kind of find myself a little bit, and then, I guess from the Through the Windshield thing till now is the biggest transition for me. I went through a lot between that album and the one we're recording right now with a divorce. We can bring that up. Don't believe in it, but sometimes things just happen, and it made for some good songwriting stuff, and luckily the divorce was good, cordial. We both wished each other the best, and it was anything crazy like that. It was just two people growing apart or whatever. So it was something I could sit down and really think about and reflect on, and getting married young and going through all these things and writing about it. And it gave me some, I guess, motivation through the dark times or whatever. So this record's definitely going to have some heartbreak and stuff like that, but it's got some highlights to it too.
So when you're writing from such personal point, how important is it for you to find the right songwriters to collaborate with that will gel with your style?
I'm kind of, I wouldn't say gotten set on some people, but I write with kind of a select few people just because they relate, they've been through similar situations, had hard upbringings or went through things that I went through or whatever. But I guess choosing somebody to write with about something that deep, I just go to somebody that I know's felt the same pain before, where it will be absolutely genuine, where I'm not writing with somebody that has had a perfect life or something like that. I'll find somebody that I know can really dig in there and get something out that means something, because I feel like there's a lot of that missing in today's music.
Talking about that, how do you feel about bro country and what's now developing with all the auto tunes and this new style, new wave of country music that's coming in?
The best way to answer that question, I personally like my music. I enjoy making more traditional Southern rock kind of country music. The people that do that, that's their thing, and I get it. That's what they want to do. That's great, and I condone any success. I mean, I'm addicted to success. The more and more I can try to succeed in this business, that's what I'm going to try to do. And if somebody's passionate about pop country, do pop country, do your thing. But it's just not my thing personally. I mean, I'm more the Chris Stapleton, Sturgill Simpson kind of, not outlaw, but just a little more on the edge of just what I like. I like to play what I like.
So who are the men that you, or women, that you looked up to in country music as you were growing up?
Growing up, it was Keith Whitley, always. Keith Whitley, George Jones, the more traditional ones is where I guess I found my voice from. And then as I got older, I started listening more like Travis Tritt and Skinner and Blackberry Smoke and all this. My sound came from like that music mixed with that traditional voice, so it was all a collaboration of all those guys.
And in terms of being addicted to success, obviously you're on the road a lot. How do you find time to juggle your personal life and your career life? Is it?
There is neither. There's just kind of organized chaos. Sometimes we'll be gone for 3 weeks. Sometimes we'll only be gone for 2 days. So, I mean, I try to push a fishing trip in every now and then, or time to spend with family or friends or whatever. But I think it's at this point I've been doing this now for 10 years or so. Actually, this year will be 10 years I've been playing out and doing my thing. But it's my life now. So I guess there's no in between. It's just kind of what I do. I'm gone more than I'm home, and I just kind of accept it. So the road is my home now.
Yeah. So with A Woman's Touch, what can we expect from that single in particular? Where is the inspiration from that?
That one, that is just a sexy song. All I can say. It's a song. The first time I heard it, I was like, man, I want to cut that song. Another previous artist had planned to cut it, and I ended up being fortunate enough that I guess that didn't happen, or I'm not exactly sure the logistics of it, but I ended up with the song, and I can't really say a whole lot about it, but it's gonna be cool.
Okay.
I'm excited about it.
What do country music fans mean to you?
Everything, because if it wasn't for my fans, I wouldn't be anywhere. I'm the guy that at my shows I'll sit at my merch table until the last person's gone. I'll sign every autograph. I'll take every picture. I'll hug everybody. Talk to everybody. I don't understand some of the people that just put themselves on a pedestal and think that they're some higher thing. So they mean everything. If I didn't have my fans, there would be no Jacob Bryant. I'd just be Jake that works at the factory down the road.
Yeah. What does country music mean to you?
Country music's my life. If I didn't have it, I probably wouldn't be alive. Like we were talking before, the camera started rolling. My mom passed when I was 19. That was a rough time for me. I dealt with some addiction problems and just stuff like that. And music was the thing that I went to when I started thinking about dark stuff or anything crazy. Music's always kind of been there with no one else or nothing else or no substance or liquid or something that's going to just mask pain or anything like that. I mean, I can just pick up my guitar and sing and it just takes it all away.
Does your mom love your music?
This was her dream. It wasn't my dream to begin with. And then it kind of became mine. She always told me that I should sing, and I was always just the shy kid. I was a real shy, just country kid from a small town. I failed chorus in high school, but I was too shy to sing, and I just wouldn't sing. So they failed me. And, then things went along, and it was her dream, and it became mine. And I just want to do it for her more than anything. I want to prove every hater wrong, and I want to do it for her. That way, when I see her one day, I'll say I did it. Something like that.
Oh, I love that. Was she musically gifted, or did she just love country music?
She could sing. She didn't play any instruments or anything, but my whole family on both sides had. I mean, my grandpa Bryant played a banjo, and on my mom's side, like I say, we had a bluegrass band in our family, and everybody played. My grandmother played upright bass, and we just sit on the porch and pick and grin. It was fun.
And so, do your family come out to any of your shows?
Yeah, absolutely. The ones that are still alive. I mean, my grandpa, my dad. Aunts and uncles and stuff like that. They come. My sister has 2 very young children, so she don't get to come a whole lot. But they're my biggest fans. My little nephew calls me Unkin Jacob, and that's all he wants to listen to. So my sister says I have to put out a new record because she's tired of hearing my other ones because that's all she can listen to.
The ultimate role model.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you can hide all the Coors Light and the late nights, maybe. But
okay. What has been your biggest challenge so far in terms of the industry?
As far as the industry, just knowing what's real and what's not. I mean, there's a lot of smoke blowing, as I'll call it, goes on in the music industry. It's very political. There's a lot of there's just a lot of fake stuff that happens, and a lot of stuff that I learned really quick, like to just let it go on and have the other smile and walk the other way. I mean, there's a lot of people that you just have to kill with kindness.
So what do you do in order to keep your head on your shoulders? Have you got like daily rituals or things that you do to...
I think when you brought up faith, I mean, I pray a lot. I talk to God a lot. I just take time sometimes just to like step away from things and breathe. And try to be kind to somebody. I try to do something nice for somebody every day, and reach out to the one fan that wrote something about suicide or an addiction problem or whatever, and I'll take the time to reach out and say, look, I went through the same thing. This is what happened to me. It makes their day that I took the time to do that, and if that makes somebody's day, I don't see why more people don't do that.
Now you're touring a lot, and I know that you've got this new album that's coming out. When will that be dropped?
Originally, it was going to be in August. Now we're pushing the date back, so it's probably going to be late September because we're going to radio, like I said, with this one, and it's going to take a little more time. I've just signed with Buddy of the Attractions today, looking agency, and trying to get some things kind of set up for more of a, I guess, bigger drop of the song. So it's going to be pushed back a little bit, hopefully late September. And to answer the question of what to look forward to as far as the rest of the year, just we're going to bust our ass to play the best show we can every night, and hope they keep coming out to listen to it.
Alright, I have a little bit of, it's a bit of Aussie quiz and trivia.
Awesome.
First, I'm going to tell you a joke and you have to guess the stuff as I'm saying it, and at the end you might get a surprise.
Well, I'm scared.
Why did the koala fall out of the tree?
I have no idea.
He had no arms. Why did the second koala fall out of the tree?
He had no arms.
He was stapled to the first koala. Why did the third koala fall out of the tree?
He was stapled to the second one?
Suicide was in. Why did the fourth koala fall out of the tree?
It was a trend?
He had a grand piano tied to his foot.
Nice.
Why did the kangaroo die?
Surprised me.
4 koalas and a grand piano hitting on the head.
Nice.
You can have a caramel koala.
Nice.
These are caramel-filled koalas and they are delicious. I've decided to be a bit nicer this round.
This is a caramella?
Yeah, try it now.
It's my favorite candy.
Really?
Yeah.
Try it. I reckon you're going to love it.
And you say reckon, so I like
Reckon.
it.
Okay.
I used to have Jacob Bryant hats that said I reckon on them.
Really? I want one of them. You have to put this into a sentence of how you would put it together.
Oh Lord.
Bloody, bogan, and servo. I want you to create a sentence saying bloody, bogan, and servo.
Bogan?
Yeah.
And,
I can't tell it.
And servo.
Servo.
Servo?
These are Aussie slang words. As you probably know, the Aussies, we kind of slang everything. So we can speak like a whole dialect and you guys wouldn't know what we're saying. So.
Okay. Bogan? Is that what you said?
Bogan.
Bogan.
Bogan, servo, and bloody. And I want you to create a sentence with that.
Oh Lord. Let's see. Bloody, servo, me, a bogan beer.
Oh my god.
Because I have no idea what any of that meant.
That actually made no sense at all. So the servo is our petrol station, like the service station.
Nice.
So we shorten that. Bloody just means like damn it. Like well,
so I just said
hell.
damn it service station.
Something or other, like. And bogan is a hillbilly.
Okay, so I'm a bogan.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're going to throw something on the Barbie, what would you throw on the Barbie?
Shrimp.
No, because we don't need shrimp.
No, me personally,
wrong.
I don't like shrimp. I was just making a joke. Me, I would put steak on it probably.
Yeah, okay.
But I like red meat and
Yeah.
chicken.
Okay. How do you apologize to a koala?
Give them a caramel.
Bare your heart and soul.
Bare my heart and soul. Nice.
Now you get to try a wagon wheel. These are actually delicious.
These from Australia?
They are. I brought them over.
How did you sneak that over here?
I snuck in a lot of stuff.
Nothing illegal though, right?
Well, you'll see. These might be laced.
Oh, nice. Nice. To see all the listening. Yeah. Let's see.
Kind of like a s'mores.
It reminds me of, there's a, I can't think of what it's called, but it's like a cherry pie thing. It's almost like a moon pie. You ever had a moon pie?
Ooh, yeah.
But it's got like the cherry glaze in it, so it's a lot like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Hey.
Really good.
Alright, well that comes to the end of our interview. Do you want to tell everybody where they can follow you and when your next tour dates will be?
Well, all of that will be at...
you can put, actually they can go to the website and find that all out because you'll be getting new dates and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. JacobBryantMusic.com.
And Snapchat?
Jacob_Bryant, and Instagram is Jacob Bryant Music. Facebook is Jacob Bryant Fans.
Awesome. Thanks guys.
Thank you guys.